doesn't have a gun. If he loses sight of me, he loses sight of me. That's it.
You guys really like the last cop moment we did here on this channel, so today I'm gonna hit you with another one. Today we're gonna be taking a look at the time I ran from the cops in a Rolls Royce that belonged to a dealership. Some of you may have seen this video when it originally went live on Savage Garage, but it wasn't that many of you, because after about 24 hours, we took the video down. Turned out, we had made some people mad at Rolls Royce Corporate. We're gonna get into that in a moment, but let me set the scene here. Let me explain how this all came to be. Back in the summer of 2020, I was doing Savage Garage with Randy, and he got offered the opportunity to borrow a brand new Rolls Royce Phantom for a week or so. And at the time, the latest generation of the Rolls Royce Phantom, that was brand new. You know, the grandpa face Rolls Royce. The thought process for the dealership being maybe we could get the rich guy to fall in love with the car, drive it around a bit, make some YouTube videos with it with Savage Garage, and we'll get him to spec one out or at least lease a brand new one. And naturally, Randy said yes. A, because he figured why not, and then B, he figured we could probably get some cool content out of it. So we go to the dealership with Randy to go pick this thing up, and the thing was brand new. I mean, it still had the plastic on it, it had delivery miles on it. And in all honesty, I don't know how much the dealership knew about what we were planning to do with the cars, like how we were gonna drive them. You know, our plan with it was to take it on a local rally coming up that weekend. And that's exactly what we did.
Holy mother!
We finally get to the end of the rally route, which was some lunch place. I couldn't tell you where it was, but it was in the middle of nowhere. But that was kind of the end of the day. After that, everyone kind of went their own separate ways, went back home, went to work, whatever. Randy left about 20 minutes earlier in the Urus, and AJ was driving the Turbo S. I was driving the Phantom, Blake and Dove were in the car, and Hunter was driving Randy's Wraith. Naturally, when Hunter and I left, we wanted to catch back up with Randy. You know, we are all going to the same end destination, which at the time was just Randy's house, but we wanted to catch back up because we knew they had left a bit earlier. So we started booking it out of the place. And as Hunter and I are driving, that's when we both make a mistake that led to the beginning of this video. But before we get to that, folks, we have to thank today's sponsor, which I'm happy to say is AG1. AG1 is a comprehensive and convenient foundational nutrition supplement with 75 different vitamins and minerals and whole food sourced ingredients. Every scoop of AG1 contains vitamins and minerals optimized to support whole body health, including your gut, your brain, and your immune system. And the thing that sells me on a product like this is the fact that it's convenient. Instead of wasting a bunch of time and a bunch of money on a whole bunch of different individual pills and supplements to achieve the same thing, I can just drink one scoop of AG1 and I'm done. I don't have to think about it anymore. And anytime a company can do something like that for me, and when all the ingredients are vigorously tested and ensured to be good quality like AG1 is, I mean, it's just a no-brainer. The reason I like this product so much is because I've noticed an effect with it. I've started to drink it every morning, and I like to have mine with a little bit of lemon. It tastes really good that way. I also add in a drop of their vitamin D3 and K2. I was already taking that beforehand, so it was nice that they offer that too. And it didn't take me more than a few days to notice that something was different. Yeah, throughout the day, I just started to feel better. You know, my gut didn't have the same kind of rumbles and like weird queasy feelings it might feel throughout the day. I was sharper, like just like clarity wise, like I was able to focus a little bit better, and just I had more energy throughout the day. Any of you guys watching should give AG1 a shot because I gotta tell you, I was really impressed. So check out my link in the description down below and get a free 1-year supply of AG Vitamin D3 K2 plus 5 AG1 travel packs with your first purchase of AG1. And with that being said, back to the video.
Oh, that was a police officer.
Yeah, it was.
Doesn't look like
Hunter?
he's coming.
We just got so lucky.
Yeah, really lucky.
I made eye contact with him as I did that.
He's still sitting there.
Oh my god.
Hey, Jimbo, you know we're right? We're gonna get pulled over by somebody up here. I hope you know that, so just be prepared. Make sure Blake's rolling his camera, because he was on his radio.
Blake?
No, in all seriousness, we are probably going to get pulled over by a police officer up here that's waiting. He was on his radio as we passed. That's the only reason he didn't pull out behind us, because he most likely knows there's an officer sitting up here somewhere.
Well, where's a pull-off? Do we have a pull-off coming up here somewhere?
No, there's like no other route. I mean, this is like pretty much like, yeah, there's neighborhoods and but like...
Well, with that being said, as soon as we find another route or there's another road we can go down, we should probably do that, because I really don't feel like getting a ticket. No, these are just people that have stopped to look. I mean, here's the thing, like, park police, like, they're confined to their own jurisdiction, right?
Well, yeah, but they get radio out of it. But honestly, we have nothing to worry about now. I think we're good.
That guy is
boogie. It's like a fish out of water.
Cops are back.
Cops behind the motorcycle. Cop is behind the motorcycle. We should go.
Jimbo, that's not the best idea to speed away from a cop behind a motorcycle. Like, if anything, I'll just get pulled over, I'll get reckless. Not reckless, but passing when it's unsafe.
I know, but I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go.
You want me to co-pilot? Because I'll co-pilot the shit out of you.
You'll see that we're taking off. You'll see we're gaining insane ground, because the motorcycle's going the speed limit. And then he'll get us for speeding, too.
But he doesn't have a gun. If he loses sight of me, he loses sight of me.
That's it. Keep going. I don't see him. Hunter, if you slow him down, we'll go.
I don't like pulling the I don't want to take the risk of, on one hand, I could get away with nothing. Or I could, get away with, just a simple,
making a left coming up point
failure
4.3.
to, pass when it's safe or whatever that is, as opposed to, getting arrested for evading.
Right here.
We're making a left up here, and I don't know who you are.
Left.
10-4.
Hunter held him up.
Following the
Yeah, no, I'm sure we're fine, but I just want to make one more turn, because we saw Hunter turn onto that road.
Yeah.
Do we know where we're going still?
Yes, I got it. We're good.
All right.
7 miles.
Yeah, cut the camera off. Well, I have to tell you, we should get moving soon, because me and Hunter may or may not have passed a park cop illegally down a bridge that we didn't see.
Double yellow.
Now he's pacing behind Hunter and we got
Over a double yellow. That was the main thing.
Yeah, so he's just sitting behind Hunter right now. So he's going to probably be here in the next 5 or 7 minutes.
I can't do anything about this. Look, my car's peeing all over the place.
We ended up making it out. We made it to the entrance of wherever this park was. And oddly enough, right at the entrance of this particular park where we had turned in, Randy was already pulled over on the side of the road with the Turbo S because, AJ hit a turtle or something, but it poked a hole in the radiator. So they were on the side of the road dealing with that. It isn't 100% clear in the video, but I dropped Blake off to film the Turbo S and film Randy because I needed to hide this Rolls Royce. I knew that Hunter and supposedly that cop, if he was still following for whatever reason, were going to be coming down that road. There was no other road to come out of.
He left.
That was. Somebody tell Jimbo the cop is going. Somebody call him now.
He took off.
Jimbo, oh my God, my phone is in Jimbo's car.
He didn't look like he was really.
Yo, call Jimbo.
I got it.
Tell him not to take off.
Don't, yeah.
I knew that I had to do something with this car, either keep driving or stash it somewhere. Just a bit down the street, there was like a 2-story home with a garage and whatnot. And I just pulled it in because it was there. And thinking back to it now, you know, of course the cop could have just stopped right where the Rolls Royce was, where it was parked, gone up to the house and say, hey, like, whose car is this? And, you know, could have towed it or whatever, but that wasn't what the cop did. Thankfully, after I got out of that Rolls Royce and I just started walking back towards where the Turbo S was and the Urus was, he just kept going. I'm sure he looked at the Rolls Royce that was sitting in the house that was probably worth near what the fucking car was. But, you know, he kept going. About 20 minutes or so goes by and, you know, Randy had called Potomac Towing to come pick up the Turbo S, so that got arranged. And we all piled in this Urus to drive about 150 feet down the road to where the brand new Rolls Royce was sitting in some random person's driveway.
It's gonna be the house with the white Stancy Boy Golf in front of it. Okay, my ride.
Oh, this is a legit house. Wow.
We grabbed the car and then everybody drove back home, and that was the end of the day. That weekend, I think we put on about 350 or 400 miles on that Rolls Royce. And again, like, that car had, of all the Phantoms ever sold, that's got to have one of the most like eventful first like 1,000 miles ever. Literally the first thing it did was go on a rally. And then the second thing it did after the rally was sort of run from the police. A few days went by and we eventually had to return the Rolls Royce back to the dealership. And again, I don't think Rolls Royce Corporate knew the full extent of what we did. They just knew that we took it for a few days. But we returned the car and everything was fine. And then the video came out. I remember it did really well. I think in the first 24 hours, it did about 150,000 views, which, you know, for our channel size, which was, I don't know, about 200, 250,000, whatever it was at the time, that was very good. But the next day, I got a phone call from Randy saying like, hey, we got to take the video down. Supposedly, Tina was getting a whole bunch of shit from Rolls Royce Corporate, Tina being the person that set Randy up with the car and organized the whole thing. But corporate was not happy that, you know, their flagship vehicle, the thing that they loaned us just to, you know, experience for the weekend or however long they allocated, they were not happy that it was kind of involved in like a police pursuit. And because Randy wanted to preserve his relationship with the dealership, we ended up taking the video down. But, you know, as I said, like, this was almost 4 years ago. So, you know, I think enough time has passed where it's okay to talk about it. So if you want to watch the full video, I went on the Savage Garage channel and made it public again for you guys. So again, if you want to go watch it, it's there now. You can watch the full video, even though you've kind of already watched the full video now watching this. One thing that is funny to note about that car too, when we returned that Rolls Royce, you know, we found out that the car had been sold, you know, or at least already spoken for. I remember hearing that from Tina or one of the other sales reps, but they said like, yeah, like this car's already going somewhere. And I was like, holy shit. Like, you know, the people who are getting this car, they're gonna have no idea what the hell it was up to. But yeah, you know, that car, as I said, it had an eventful first few hundred miles. In the description, I'll put links to all the videos that came from that particular rally we did. I think it was like 3 or 4 videos, but I'll link them all down there so you can watch them in series if you would like. So with all that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.